good, Watchwoman. I was hoping you would be here. Oh, come on, glitches, man. I don't know why this won't run smooth. Don't use the valet in China. They'll park your car. Howdy, folks. Welcome back. I told you I would be back. Alright, let's get started here. And we got a lot to cover tonight. And I'm glad Watchwoman is here because she captured something pretty awesome in her clouds. A lot of activity going on in the clouds yesterday. And I haven't gotten to check everybody's channel yet, but what I saw on one of our family members here, the Watchwoman of the Dragon, she captured something quite awesome. And I would love for the computer to cooperate here so we can move on with that. Come on. All right, well, let's see if we can get some cooperation here in just a second. There it goes. All right, so please let me scroll here. All right, there it is, Watchwoman of the Dragon. She's here in our audience right now, and she captured some stuff here in the skies. And yeah, that's it right there. Okay, I got it freeze framed on her capture here, and it's kind of towards the end of her video down here. But remember the dog face that I was showing you yesterday? Well, here's the dog face. There's an eye, the nose, here's its mouth, its ears sticking up right there. There's that same dog face right there. And then right next to her is that mask, like it's like a Halloween mask, or it reminds me of Spy versus Spy. If anybody ever read Mad comic books before, Mad magazine, there was a cartoon in there, Spy versus Spy, and it's this mask with the long nose on it, indicating the the liar. Okay, and then over here is a bulldog or dog type face right there. Okay, now what's important about this right here, what we're seeing, I'm sorry I'm starting to show off here, but what's important about this is that she captured it, not me. This is her photos. This is her work. Now, Watchwoman, now that you see in your pictures what you captured, are you becoming more of a believer? Is your faith and your trust really kind of solidified? Is this your dog? Okay. And oh, that's what I want to point out here. Little trick too. When I'm going through people's videos and their cloud videos, I do this. I look in this little pop-up window and I run the finger down this, because in this pop-up window, let me put it right here where we're at. When you look at this, you can really see the dog and really see the face. It's more compressed. See, these images are too big in your face. You have to have these images compressed down like this to see them better. And once you see them in the pop-up here, then you can go back to the frame and find it and go, oh, yeah, there it is right there. Okay? Now, a lot of these faces that I've shown you, they're not just your cookie cutter, cut and paste, two eyes and a nose and a mouth. There's shading. It's like an artist painted it with a pencil and did shading and shade work to make the three-dimensional effect of it pop. Okay, that's how you can tell it's God's handiwork. And there is a great example right there of what was captured. Okay, so bravo, a well done, Watchwoman of the Dragon. Everybody go over there and check out her video, because in there's much more. All right, there's other stuff going on. All right, yesterday was a big day in the sky. There was all kinds of crazy stuff, and it continued after the show I produced last night. I went out and captured another face. All right, and I posted that one now in the community as well. All right. Anyways, we'll get back to this in our spiritual report. Once she was here, I wanted to take care of it right away because she might have to go to bed or something. So, oh yeah, phone gallery. That's another good way to see them. Yeah, in the phone gallery, that'll compress the image down to a smaller frame, which is technically kind of stepping back a dimension. When you zoom out and compress the image, it's like stepping out of your body and going a mile back behind where your perspective is and seeing it from that perspective. All right. When you come over here full screen and you're watching the video, it just looks like a mess of clouds. But it's not until it's compressed down that you actually get to see the three-dimensionality of it right there, that you can locate it and pop it up. So, very good capture by one of our family members. Why? Because this is real. This family is real. All right, let's get on over to our solar report. Get started here. Take care of business. We can get to that stuff again later. All right. Here we are, April 24th, 2024. Okay. Remember, we're in a new age now. We're in the age of Aquarius. After the eclipse, we crossed a boundary, celestial boundary. We are in a new age. We are in the age of Aquarius now. Don't let that slip your mind. When you see all this stuff going on the news and in the, oh boy, you just remember, you're in the age of Aquarius now. Things are different. All right, here we go. There's your loop. I'll let it play for a minute. You can definitely see that one with the nice cookie cutter textbook right there. Plasma buildup on the back side here. And there's other ones going on in there, but that one, we're just going to get that one right there. Here, let me get a good shot of it. Where's our best frame? Okay, as we go back, you can see it regress. All right, so it was that little object right there, that little black pinpoint object right there. As it progressed further out, you see how the plasma is going out faster than the object, so it's hitting its magnetic field, the magnetic field of this little object, and going out and around it. So right about there, I think will be our good shot. All right, there we go. I'll let you be the judge of that as well. But here's our object right here, this round black object right here. And we have side effects. Plasma going around it. These are wakes coming off of it. This is plasma that's dammed up in front of it and trying to scoot around it. If there's no object there, then what is causing these wakes? It's just cookie cutter textbook simple stuff. The reason why we're seeing this because there's an object there. No, I don't think there's many objections in this audience here. It's the rest of the world and the way they see things, it's a little different. I guess you could say we have a different perspective here at this channel, don't we? And you can see the magnetic field, a round bubble right there moving out. Yeah. Let's just do this real quick. I want you to see this closing frame here, or this last frame as it's leaving. I'll tell you what, the Lord has a sense of humor there. I hope you guys can see this because those are real teeth. Here, let's just zoom in a little further because this is, what is there's like a character on YouTube with the orange with a face on it. What's that orange's name? Okay, there are eyes there. Okay, that is a smile with teeth. See the teeth? Oh my God. The expression on the face is just priceless. Is he spitting something out? What's coming? Oh my goodness. Oh no. NASA, you have some explaining to do. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea we were going to stumble across that. I'm not making this up. Come over to this instrument and look for yourself, okay? I am not making this up. I gotta regain my composure now. Oh, Lord, you're tickling me. It's there, too. You're saying, see? Cheese. And there's the plasma buildup right there. Oh, good Lord. I gotta get away from that image or I'll keep laughing. And so as our object leaves with a smile, bye, come back. We'll see you later. And that face stayed on there the whole time as it went out the frame. What a trip. It wasn't just there for one frame. Oh, it starts off as like a mutant ninja turtle. Oh my God. Here, you guys. Let's just have some fun for a minute. I think that's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, isn't it? Let's get really close up. Okay, wait. I'm gonna go to the next frame. Crazy. You. If we run it backwards, it looks like he's coming in for a landing here. Sorry, it shifts every time. It's Leonardo. Hang on. You don't see squat. Here, let me help you, sweetie. Let me get it with the eyes. Well, we zoomed in as much as we can. Let me try it one more frame where it's better. All right, let's do that face right there. All right. Well, that's the best, clearest face. You can see these eyes right here. Bing, bing. Set of eyes, this big old mouth with teeth in it. The mouth is out of proportion. There's no nose. It reminds me of what, Angry Orange or something is the name of the. Oh, good. You saw the dog in the clouds? Then you do have spiritual eyes to see. So just give it a minute. You'll see it. It's a set of eyes with a smile. And it started off as a Teenage Mutant Turtle. Oh my. Okay, I gotta stop looking at this image. There's a set of eyes right there too. All right, back to business. So we got that departing. That was a teenage. It started off as a mutant ninja turtle. I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. That just sounds crazy. Okay. Lord, help me, please. I'm trying to maintain my composure here. Now, this is serious stuff too. So as we continue on out, you can see that we had another blast down here, and this is in our zone right there. Yeah, I haven't had a good laugh in a while. Oh, you did? Wow. Okay, so we have. Oh, I was going to say, we have a jump in data. Now, let's start off properly. Here's our opening frame. I'm sorry, I'm not composed there. So, our opening frame, as we continue through this, here was our slow motion event, our long duration event, kind of still going on out there. And then there's our little object. There's Leonardo right there. And these other ones come out and go past it. Oh, dear, is that another face on that one? What the heck? Oh, yeah. It looks like the whole cast is showing up. Oh, no. So as we continue on, you can see this one. It's just still lagging and lagging. It's taking its time coming out. It erupts. And as it goes out of frame, it gives us a big smile. Jeez. It moves out of frame. And then we have all this activity that could be possibly heading our way. This CME, and there's other stuff going on in there as well. Here, let me scoot the frame up here. I've lost my come here. Why is it doing that? Trying to get this just right so we can get the whole frame in there. I wanted you to see that we have this one over here trying to sneak out as well. And that was the end of the loop. All right, so let me just start the loop there. Oh boy, we have so much to go over tonight. I don't have time to do this, but we're going to do this anyway. Oh, you know what my Microsoft problem is? Is you guys keep butting into my show. That's the problem. Okay, so what I was going to do is try zooming into that area while it's playing and just kind of let you watch the development of Leonardo there. Oh my God. Watch this, you guys. Watch this. This is nuts. Oh, wow. Oh, that is so crazy. Someone go tell Wages World. He wouldn't believe it either. He just got oh, that is hilarious. All right, let's move on. Oh my goodness. Magic mushrooms. More than that, we're talking the spiritual realm, sweetie. It makes magic mushrooms look like frosted flakes. The spiritual realm makes our hallucinations look like like I said, like romper room cartoons. All right, here we go. Let me zoom in on this. Wow, I was not expecting that. The Lord's always full of surprises. I was out praying before the show. Little did I know. All right, here we go. Here's our block for today. Starting off with a good little jolt right there. M-class flare, an impulsive one right after, another one right here, and then ending off with another long duration M flare there. And now going into tomorrow, already doing that. Oh, Lord knows what cartoon character's showing up tomorrow. Let's go take a peek, shall we? Well, one last time right there. He just bust out with a big old smile. Cheese! He photobombs the satellite with a cheese. Just real quick here. That is hilarious. Oh, boy. So what I was trying to get to was yesterday. Or tomorrow. Can we just get back to the... There we go. Hang on, I'll pull back a day and take a little peek at tomorrow's already. Don't you? Aren't you a little interested to see what might show up already on tomorrow's? Are you caught up in the satellite now too? All right, not too much. It's this big old event over here. Something's very spread out over here still, with what looks to be another trailing one, catching up to this whole mass. Once it kind of comes up to the sun, slows down, gets a magnetic grip, and then releases that magnetic grip, it moves on out, and little trailing ones release too and catch up to the main globule, main body, the main center of gravity. Let's go really technical. The main center of gravity of this round mass here, whatever's causing the central of that huge circular And then we have this event breaking out up here. This is another one of these long duration looking events. So who knows? Maybe we'll get another. Who knows what we'll capture out of that one? This is just getting very interesting. So let's move on back to here. So that's your little peek at tomorrow. Already some activity right there. Kind of tapering off right now, which is good. We got to have some little bit of break. But right now we got all the sunspots facing this side of the sun. So today's activity, we had M flares, a 3.6, a 3.0, 2.9, and a 2.0. I guess the Ninja Turtle would have been the 2.0 at the end right there. Well, no, it was before the last one. So maybe it was the 2.9 or this one. Anyway, lot of sunspots. Yesterday we had 4 regions that were in red. Now we're at 3, so kind of tapering off there a little bit, which is good. It's a little bit of good news. Let me go back one more. All right. KP index is really low too right now. That's more good news. We've tapered off. We're not absorbing a bunch of energy. Auroras are really low right now. That's good news too as well. So even though we got a bunch of sunspots, we got this huge active region, big old rash facing us, or, still on the Earth-facing side of the disk, we're getting lucky so far. So I don't even need to open the auroras. You saw that they were weak. This looks like yesterday's article. Yeah, it is. Everybody kind of watching this new region rotating into view. Let's see if there's anything on the tracker here. No track-a-lacking. What? You're not tracking Leonardo? You didn't see that Ninja Turtle come flying off the sun? You guys aren't tracking that thing? Oh, good Lord. Oh, there it goes. See that little impulse right there? There's actually something there. Oh, I don't dare open it up. I was just trying to see if we could see this little impulse coming off right there, but it's not going to let me open it. So we'll just move on. We got lots of show to go, but I know what part you're waiting for. And that's the end of this one. Let's get on over to spaceweather.com. Please. There we go. All right, here's our this rash, the sunspot group that we were looking at right there was the super group. Like you guys, the super group who are so tolerant and so patient to put up with all this jamming up of my show. So as we wait here, that's what I kind of wanted to talk about today too, was the anxiety. Wow, you guys did really good. All in all, overall, anxiety was lower today, and it was from some of you actually practicing the tools that we were talking about last night. Okay, and we'll get to that in the spiritual report here. If we could just get this to, come on, Lord, please, Jesus, can we have our computer back? I'm trying to do a show here. So yeah, you guys really did well on your anxiety today. You kind of let go and gave it to God a little bit, and your anxiety went away. There's something that's better than nothing. Now, can I have this one? Thank you. All right, we'll get to that in the spiritual report. I'll get there. Back to this real quick. Let me take a sip. So, geomagnetic storm watch G1. One or more CMEs could graze Earth on April 25th, sparking a minor G1 geomagnetic storm. The CMEs were hurled into space earlier this week. Yes, we know that already. By the sunspot, the explosive super sunspot supergroup AR 3638 through 50. So it's not just one sunspot, it's a supergroup of sunspots, 3638 through 3650. So all in that one little patch. Remember last time there were 40 sunspots in one group? It's actually kind of tamed down a little bit since last time. All right, but it's all roiling and crackling and sparking. It's highly energetic, so that puts our indices higher. But as it's rotating out of view, you can see that our main indices over here now have dropped out of the red zone. They're down into the below 200 now. So the main indices are lowering. We still have some activity in this little zone here, but it's because of all this crackling and sparkling. This whole spot was the supergroup last time. It made it all the way around the sun, came back as a supergroup, and is leaving as a supergroup. There's something on this side of the sun. I believe the sun's rotating around something else, and that's why that sunspot region continues to stay active as it goes all the way around the sun. Now, at this point, it's our whatever's causing it would be out to behind us to the right, because we're looking straight on at the sun over here. So whatever would be causing this would be coming, out of this quadrant of space. All right, the sunspot supergroup, a remarkable supergroup. That's you guys. You are a remarkable supergroup. You guys are like superheroes. Did you know that? Yep. You're a remarkable supergroup that has formed in the sun's southern hemisphere. Just south of the equator, 5 sunspots are crowded together in close proximity with shifting areas of magnetic connection. Oh, do you feel our magnetic connection? This behemoth is crackling with solar flares. Ooh, we're a behemoth now, all right? We're crackling with flares. Looks like there's a big old dragon face right in there, too. But we won't go to eyes, the big old nose, the horns, and stuff like that. We'll leave that to the NASA. Anyways, the amateur astronomer Andy sends this movie. Blah, 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 blah. Several C-class flares and almost M-class flares can be seen. The 5 sunspots, bumping together, they have jointly produced 3 to 5 M flares per day, all week long. Okay, so that's us. We're alive and we're sparkling, we're crackling, we're a super group with the magnetic connection. All right, let's get on over here to our Schumann here, if it'll pull up. You know what's going on here. Get rid of that now. Get rid of that now. All right, there we go. Maybe we'll run a little smoother now. As you can see, we're finally coming out. Pressure's kind of been released, and now we're running smooth a little bit. Had a little burp right there, but that's nothing compared to what we're used to. So some smooth continuity for a little while there. That's good. That's what we need. Everybody get a breather, take a break from the roller coaster ride of just intense and then weak and then intense and then weak and then just this, like I said, a roller coaster ride of up and down and up and down. Now we're finally smoothing out a little bit, getting some consistency, which is good. All right, that tells me that the pressure down below has been released a little bit. We're not at the verge of, maximum pressure. And oh boy, why did everything go berserk tonight? I blame it on Leonardo. All right. I can't get out of this. But... all right. So here's your not polar vortex. We don't have a polar vortex right now. We're in spring transition, summertime type transition. So here we go. Here's your upper jet, mainly coming off the Pacific, coming down. It's got this little bow that comes, shoves it down, makes the hot cocktail here, and then spitting that cocktail out onto the plains right there, which is not good. That's going to produce some very nasty weather this coming week here. All right. And we'll get into that over at the weather report. But for right now, I want to set these winds. We come over to our sandstorm that's finally gaining attention around the world because, well, I mean, it's affecting the world. It's darkened out cities around the world, red, orange, yellow. It's all different colors in different cities depending on the thickness or the intensity of the sand in your area. So, as you can see, quite the monster of a sandstorm we've got going on there. Okay, it is actually kind of, I'm going to try to get the winds in there a little bit. This is a separate one still down here in Saudi Arabia. Well, now it's Yemen and Oman. It's actually pushed through there into offshore. So we have the sandstorm that went through there is offshore now, but you see how, how it's taken sand from this one, taking sand from these two different ones and funneling it together, pulling it from this one and this one. And now we have what, like a new independent sandstorm of its own coming up this way. Pull back just to go up right there because I want you to be able to see the whole like machinery functioning wind system that's spreading this all over the place because there's multiple ones. There's winds coming together pushing sand there, there's winds coming together pushing a sandbar here, there's one here, then we got sand pushing up through there, so it's spreading out like it's almost like if you took a hand and came in like this and smashed out like that, you can see that this sand is spreading out all over the countries. And then we still have over here in China this, Gobi Desert has its own sandstorm. It looks to have like lessened in intensity, but it's still, they have small little storm going on right there. Did you cut down my truffle of trees? Is that the Lorax right there? Moving on. So we have massive sandstorms going on still, way out of season. It has now caused some trouble. It's affecting the other populated regions of Europe, and now it's finally making the news and stuff. But this has been going on since November of last year. It's just every once in a while it hits a certain region and everybody notices. But let's move on over here to our... Please, Lord, can we have the... Uh-oh. Ow. Come on. Well, for some reason, we're having a little... There it goes. And the currents. Pull the map down. Now we got to take a little peek over here at the West Pacific. We still have this big region off of Japan, pumping a lot of hot water. Still this big old area out here off of, out here where Tamumasi is, Central Pacific. Some hot water anomalies. Let's go check in on Taiwan. We've had several quakes now in that region that should, release some pressure. But as you can see, let me turn that current off right there real quick. As you can see in this area, we still have very intense plumage, heat plumes coming off the ocean floor. It's heating the water in this area, making it extremely warm, and it's way out of season. All right. It's so important that you understand that this is out of season, that I got to do this here. Okay, I want you to see that, ow, right in the eye. Thanks, Lord. Uh, this color chart, all right? Cold being the blue and yellow being middle, all right? Warm's not even way over down here. Up here by Japan, this area is still blue. Blue to green right in this zone and yellow, right? That's your typical water temperatures. Now, when we switch over, that ain't normal. That's an anomaly, and that's what this stands for. SST is surface sea surface temperature anomaly. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I can see why we're still having activity around Taiwan. It did something different. Everybody noticed that, all the quake swarms was typical aftershock activity, but now we've had a new round with what quote aftershocks that were stronger than what we left off with. So there's a new uptick, which is really not aftershocks. It's another round of quake swarms because of the pressure down below. And I think the volcanists are starting to figure this out. The geologists are, whoa, why is it reacting this way? It's from some other factor. This latest round of quakes isn't a series of aftershocks. And then they think, then if that's the case, then it's the last one was a foreshock, and they're all relying on data charts and stuff like that. But this is different. Anyways, we'll get to that later on. In the meantime, lots of hot water in this region. Okay, I think we're going to still see continue activity around Taiwan. All right, let's move on. I get carried away on some stuff, and I need to continue on because we got important stuff to continue to do. Please, Lord, can we have the USGS? Why? Can we have this one back? Why can't I just switch from one page to the other? Please, Jesus, can we have some cooperation with this computer? It would be nice. Meantime, while we're sitting here waiting, I guess we can get back to. We'll work. Don't get back to that stuff, Brian. No. Earthquake report, no problem. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, let me knock out some of these other sites that are jamming this up or something. Okay, so as you can see in our region of deep quake region, there's no deep quake for today. We did see that uptick yesterday, uptick of a regular mid-range 4 to a mid-range 5. Or no, it was yeah. Anyways, no deep quake today. Let's go into here, though. We still have residual energy up at the surface that's being released. So this is a 5.5, and that's down at 179. So we're talking, it's still not surface energy, and it's still at 5.5. So we still got a lot of energy coming up to the surface there, or at least an uptick from like our mid-range 4s and 5s. Now we're seeing 5.5s. Here's a 4.8 right there. We haven't seen many quake activity in this area because of volcanoes. So there's a little odd quake actually for that region now. It's kind of odd to have a quake in that region anymore. Now, up in here, why is... Okay, 4.9. Let's round it up to a 5 right there, down at 164. If it's at 164 at the surface, that's stronger. So, yeah, I'd say a 5 right there. Down in this little deep pit right here, 4.2. And now that's down at 521. I want to see something. Timestamp that one at 1417. No, that one was before it. Yep. I thought maybe this deeper one would have triggered something at the surface, but this one was before the deep one. Okay, on the other side over here on this plate boundary, our weak spot over here where we had our big quake and the swarm over here before has had a 5.0 at the surface today. So our weak spot is venting surface energy. So it is clearly a weak spot right now, especially when we're seeing 5 point right at the surface. That's our surface boundary quake right there, energy being released at the surface. So it's still clearly a weak spot that, a point of least, a path of least resistance. Coming up here, nothing there, but here we are at Taiwan. We were looking at all the hot water around that area. There's a lot of pressure down below there. Oh, we didn't do the SO2 tonight. There's a 4.0 down at 12, a 4.7 there at the surface, another 4.7 at the surface, and then out here a little bit, a 5.1 down at 32, and a 4.6. This is a 5.1. They had a 6 yesterday, 6.2, which is way stronger than the aftershocks that they were seeing in this region after the big quake. So this is a new quake swarm that we saw it yesterday, and this is the tail ends of that latest quake swarm. And it'll probably kind of continue because when we saw that pressure in the area right there still, that means this is still going to rumble. This will still be the release point. You guys remember those old pressure cookers that had one little nozzle came out the top and a little knob that went on it and would rock back and forth with the steam and go ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. But that little nozzle that came up out of the pressure cooker, that's what these places are. These are weak spots, just like that nozzle. There's a pressure cooker, and the only place for it to come out is like volcanoes, these fulcrum points, plate boundaries. Up here, 4.2 down at 42. Here we have 5.1 here, right off of Tokyo here in Japan. This is another region to be concerned about here because there's a lot of people right in that area. And we see a big quake in that area. That's a 5.1. I'm sure that got their attention. All right, the rest of this all quiet. All quiet. One here at the Wanda Fuca, 3.3. Looks like it already traveled down. Dumped a 2.9 there. Here's a 4.0 down there. Very quiet around the Cocos Plate. Out here as well. Finally, some activity here in South America. Let's pop these off. 4.4. Another one. 4.7 and a 4.5. Okay, typical activity right along here. Energy being distributed evenly across this plate boundary right there. 4.2 out of Greece down at 32. And then this one, 4.7 right here on just off the plate boundary in these little these are mountain ridges, underwater mountain ridges. So right, we're big deep valley right there pushing up to these mountain ridges. Right up here is 4.7. We have all kinds of volcanic activity right through there and right here. So let's get over to that volcano report, please, Lord. Can we have that? Wow. Every page, huh? I guess I'm lucky that the internet didn't go out tonight. I thought, I just started my show and they're going to shut it down. So come on. Give us a second while that's rehooking up there. Where was it? My little pad go? All right. I'm sorry it's taking so long, you guys. Oh, let's see what you guys are talking about. Orange Kisser just scrolled over my house in the Philippines. Oh. You may have modded with me 7 years back. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, I'm just enjoying that. Checking the chat real quick. All right, now we're here. Here's oh, this isn't I thought this was Semeru. Lava oozes out of a newly formed hornito located somewhere in between southern and northern pit crater of Inamuku. Yeah, this is Semeru. Okay, so new little vent kind of opening up out there. Semeru had a 15,000 foot blast today. Ducono, 6,000 foot. Santo Guido, 13,000. Fuego, 17,000. Sabancaya, 24,000. So then, yeah, I know Don't Tread on Me. Okay. Sabancaya, 24,000. Erda Ale. On April 27th, a significant lava overflow occurred on the southern pit crater. Oh, there she is. Oh, good. She's back. All right. So that was volcanoes just for the 25th. Let's get into the 24th. All right. Recahenus is still going off, okay? And it'll probably continue to as long as we have pressure. That's another vent. That's another opening in like the pressure cooker where all pressure is coming out at one little spot, which is good. It's better that we have some of these spots where we're venting pressure so it doesn't build up. All right, Kluchevskoy. Chivaluge. Abaco. 11,000 feet. What is really going on here? There's got to be something else running in the background. What is going on with my computer here? Why can't I just scroll? All right, well, come on, computer. Let me just scroll, please, and finish your report. I don't get why my computer's doing this. All right, well, in the meantime, I guess we're getting back to the spiritual report here because the anxiety, you guys are like having your little anxiety attack or whatever, and the first thing you thought of was me. And it took your mind off the anxiety, did some breathing, and your anxiety was lower overall. For some that are actually practicing this. Oh, okay, we're back. Ibu, 9,000 feet. Semeru, 14. Ducono, 6,000. Santa Guido, 13. Fuego, 17. Nevada del Ruiz, Reventador, 14. Sabancaya, 24. Okay. Enough of that. Let's get on over to this, please. All right. Amazing how long it's taken to switch one page. Come on, please. I'll try to click on one other page. All right, then while we're waiting on that, we'll continue. So, it's weird. I can tell when you guys get the anxiety and when it's relieved. I can tell when it's relieved because I feel the anxiety. So lay your anxiety on me because I know what to do with it. All right. Let's get this out the way here. This is important tonight, too. I shouldn't rush through this either because that storm right there is going to start. This one right here is going to wreak havoc. Negros Island, Philippines. Live like a king here for 650. All right, I'll be right there. Because I am a king and I'm not getting treated like it here in America, that's for sure. All right, let's get it done, son. All right. Here we are. Current conditions, nighttime of the 24th, morning of the 25th, noon. We're already having severe weather here in Arkansas by noon tomorrow. It spreads out a little bit, nothing too severe by convection. It doesn't really start to wrap up and gather strength until nighttime. And now we have these two little spots right here, but that's all subject to change. Okay, so watch out. These regions right here, even back down into here tomorrow night. Now, it's still there. That residual moisture is in the air in the morning with still chances of severe here and up in this quadrant. All right, not necessarily these exact yellow spots. I want you to think general vicinities now, okay? You see this comma-shaped thing wrapping up, all right? It's a big question mark with a dot on it. See it? Question is, where's the severity going to be? Because this is already moisture in the air at morning time, ready to fire up by noon. Then by convection, this shows it dissipating. Even though this is showing it dissipating, I want you guys, you see this branch coming in up here? Do you see this rotation right here? This thing means business. And if we saw this kind of activity in the morning hours and through noontime, I think we're going to have a little bit more convection than that. I pray I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I love being wrong when it's for a good cause. True, no problem. But I have a feeling that we're going to see a QLCS form in here, a quasi-linear storm front with the potential for tornadoes. Hopefully not. Hopefully these indices stay like that. But here we are at nighttime of the 26th, going into the morning of the 27th now, and it clears out. Back behind it is this new low forming. You see this pocket of cold air has moved down, but this is dragging moist air up. This storm is still pulling moist air up as this is driving down in there, that cold air sinking down low, and then they meet up. You see severe weather on both sides of this. They're about to kiss. Ooh, see that? Hey, what's your name? Oh, hi. Oh, can I get your number? Mwah! All right. So, convection, we're going to see these pop-ups here and pop-ups on the backside. This is when sun goes down, convection, the cloud tops have been cooking all day. Then it goes ballistic at night. It's going to go nocturnal. This storm is going to be one of the nighttime deadly type, I have a feeling. And if you see the big number 7 sitting right there and this thing's splitting and tearing away and going up there, the rest of the storm front's trying to drag it away, but it ends up pulling the rest of the quasi-linear up with it. That is probably one of the most dangerous scenarios we got right there. And that setup is the morning time of the 28th. If this were set up in the afternoon, that would be wonderful because everybody would see it coming and know. But that big old line, that squall line, all the way from here, let's just zoom into one notch I can for added effect here. All right. I want you guys to get a good idea. All the way from Texas, all the way up into Illinois. And this is the morning time when the tail of this has come up and merged with the storm front right here. Very, very dangerous merger. Okay, and then it supposedly dissipates. It's rough in the morning, but then dissipates. I doubt if that'll happen. I pray it does. I pray it dissipates by noon. There's the convection. Nighttime, it flares up down here in the tail again. There's the morning time. Very severe weather here in the tail for the morning of the 29th. Noon, convection, nighttime, 30th. Morning or noon, convection, nighttime, first, noon, convection, nighttime, second, noon, convection. The rest of that's kind of out there in advance. Things are changing so drastically, so quickly that probably is just a waste of time. So what I want to just reiterate one more time is this setup that's coming together. We have this right here, this storm to go through tomorrow. All right, and that's the nighttime of tomorrow night, the morning of the 27th, noontime, convection of the 27th, the tomorrow night, or the not tomorrow night, but the night after tomorrow, right there into the morning hours. That's our next main event that we need to be heads up, warning people, praying for people. There will be damage, so people are going to need strength and endurance and hope. Okay, that's you guys' job too, to pray for others' strength, to pray for their hope, give them hope. All right, that's it for our all that stuff. Now let's get back over here to our spiritual report. Yay, got all that other stuff taken care of. The terraphysics, astrophysics. Now let's get to the metaphysics. I need to get some of these other sites out of here. Why won't it X out of some things? Bear with me. So while we're waiting here for this thing to pull up her beautiful images here, the anxiety. The reason why I'm telling you guys this stuff is not just just a joke or whatever. It's stuff that tools to use. And I know some people are desperate for anything that'll work. And I got what works. Okay. So that's why some people are actually taking it seriously and using these tools. And we did have anxiety was overall lower today for everybody. Even if you weren't practicing it, you still had lower anxiety because the rest of us did. If we can get this to play, please. Why does everything have to be so difficult tonight? All right, so there's a good shot. Let's just back it up a little bit. Get freeze framed there. She's panning around. See, she doesn't see it right now, but there it is. Well, maybe she saw it on her camera, but pull back a little bit and freeze frame right there. All right. Cool little dog face. Cool. That's like, oh man, spy versus spy. All right. So back to what I was trying to say here was the anxiety was lower overall. Some of you practiced what we've been working on. Some of these steps are already, people are finding relief from them. So that's good. But others still see this as entertainment. So, so be it. I understand why you would still see the show as entertainment, okay? Because I understand that in order to get your attention, I have to make it entertaining as well. So, but for those who are participating and practicing the steps here, I felt that you guys got relief from your anxiety. I felt it. You cast it on me. That's how I could tell. I felt it, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm having an anxiety attack." All right, somebody's practicing. Good. Give it to me. I know what to do with it. But others still see this show as entertainment, which will change in time. Okay, so we got that one pulled up. I'd like to get rid of the volcano page too, and the weather page, and anything else that's just holding this computer up, man. What is going on? Watch, it's probably Watchwoman's channel. It's her fault that my computer's on. It's your channel, huh? Was it your channel? No, I'm teasing. You're a good sport. That's hard to find anymore these days. Is somebody who's a good sport. You know what I'm saying? That you can pal around with and joke around and, have some fun with, and somebody who's a good sport. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some images pulled up so we can do some reading here in a minute. I got some important stuff still for you guys. Everything's always important. Just got to have the right perspective. Pulling that one up. Oh, yay. Make money off of me. It's not Gaia. Oh, my Gaia. Hey, instead of taking the Lord's name in vain, it just occurred to me, instead of saying, oh, my God, say, oh, my Gaia. All right, let's, there's that. Oh, I wanted the, it's good enough. All right, let's show her work again here. And what I'm going to do, are you still here, Watchwoman? Yeah, you are. Just put it right about here. And then watch her pan around, scan around. This is what you guys do. Just kind of scan around the sky, get your recording. And when you look through the viewfinder of your camera while you're looking at the sky, it will compress the images for you. So if you see something in the sky that you think might be a face and you can't tell, pull your phone out, put it on camera, and hold up the screen and look at it through the screen. It'll compress it for you. Okay, so not always do we want these images big and zoomed in, because they are already zoomed in, and that just makes them too big for our perspective. So, oh, look at that. Do you see him? She's just panning across the sky. Now you knew what to look for, so you saw him. Okay, very good. Well done. And I told you, if you guys captured something and I saw it, I'd put it on the show, give you a shout out. So everybody go over to Watchwoman's channel and give her some love. All that time and energy of holding that camera up towards the sky, the blood running out of your arms and your heart racing, and you get a sore neck or a sore back from doing it. But you do get payoffs sometimes, and that's a real one right there. And well done to her. So, yeah. Others still see this as entertainment. Interesting. Yeah, it is entertaining. I'd say that much. Okay, so well done, sweetie. Well done. And there's another lady here, Cindy. I would like to go see your videos from yesterday too. I will be over there momentarily. Anyways, we got to get to this. No, I want the other. I want the bouncing image. It's important that we get that one. So yeah, now you kind of know the secret to going through your own photos is put your cursor on that red line and have that pop up do the compressing of the image for you. And then you can just kind of roll through your video find your faces and click on that spot in your video and then pop it up. There's some other faces real quick. You see that one right there, right? And then he's got a big old long nose, horns growing. And let's back out of that one here. This is the one, I think. It starts off as a broken heart that slams together. And there's a dragon face right there. Snub-nosed dragon with eyes. Broken heart slams together into a face. Okay, so all kinds of stuff is going on in your clouds. You guys know this already. We're down to our, 12. Actually, we're missing a few people tonight. This should be thoroughly exhausted by now. All right. I'm sure you guys are thoroughly exhausted too, but for some reason you still have strength. Wonder why that is. All right. I got a few different things here we're going to go over tonight. So now that you're caught up in the clouds, you guys, and you're actually seeing stuff, you're capturing stuff yourself now and seeing that this is not fake. That's what's kind of important, is when you guys capture something of your own, that you see that I'm capturing stuff on my own, that this isn't like computer generated or AI or Photoshop or anything like that. This is a series of pictures of clouds that's stacked on top of each other. Ooh, and they're weeding out fast. We're down to 8. Good. All right. Let's see. Okay. I am Lord. I'm going to do that one. Here. I got something else. Okay, here we go. So I am with you. That's something that's important for you guys to realize. I am with you. I am all around you, encircling you in golden rays of light. I always behold your face. I always behold you face to face. Not one of your thoughts escapes my notice, because I am infinite. I am able to love you as if you and I were the only ones in the universe. So, not only can I love everybody, but I can love you individually as if you and I are the only ones in the universe, just like we're doing right now here at this channel. I am talking to you personally. Okay? I am perpetually with you, taking care of you. And that's the most important fact of your existence. Wait a second, what? What's the most important fact or truth of our existence? The most important truth of your existence is that I am perpetually with you, taking care of you. I am not limited by time or space. My presence with you is forever, and is a forever promise as well. See, that's kind of soothes you there a little bit. Last night when I was reading that I'm compassion. I heard some soothing of nerves when I said I'm compassion. So I'm with you always, taking care of you. That's the most important fact of your existence, is that my presence, that I am with you. I'm not limited by time or space, and that my presence is forever, and it's also a forever promise. So now you got even more. You have a forever promise. You need not fear the future, for I am already there. And when you make that quantum leap into eternity, you will find me awaiting you in heaven. That quantum leap into eternity, When you see this and you hear my voice and you start to believe me, that's that quantum leap into eternity that I'm talking about. You have made that decision. You've taken that quantum leap into eternity, and that's where you find me awaiting you in heaven. Your future is in my hands, and I release it to you day by day and moment by moment. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow. I want you to live this day abundantly, seeing all there is to see and doing all there is to do. I bet you guys are seeing a lot more now, aren't you? You're seeing all there is to see. And when you do that, when you see all, therefore you're doing more now, aren't you? So you're seeing all there is to see and you're now doing all there is to do. And you need not fear the future. When you're living moment by moment or you take one day and you live it moment by moment and you're not worrying about the future, that's that quantum leap into eternity that I'm talking about too. And when you release it to me, one day at a time, moment by moment, you have no worry about tomorrow. That's how you live abundantly. When you're not worried about tomorrow, when you're living moment by moment, relying on me, that's abundant living. And when you live abundantly, seeing all there is to see, you start doing all there is to do. Okay. So don't be distracted by the future concerns. Leave them to me. Each day is a glorious gift. If you knew how to use it right, you would see each day is a glorious gift. And so few people know how to live within the confines of that day. They're always future tripping and tripping on the past. Not many people know how to live within the confines of today. Just today, not yesterday, not tomorrow. Just live within the confines of that day. That's how you start to live abundantly. You're not tripping about the future and stuff. I want you to live this day abundantly, seeing all there is to see, doing all there is to do. Don't be distracted by future concerns. Leave them to me. Each day is a glorious gift. Now, these people who live these people that fail to live within the confines of the one day, much of their energy for abundant living spills over the timeline into tomorrow's worries and into their past regrets. Their remaining energy is sufficient only for limping through the day and not for living it to the full. So when you're tripping about the future and the past, you're actually sapping energy from this day and you're limping through it and not living to the full. I want you to live abundantly. So stop limping through your day, live it to the full by stop tripping about the past and the future. I'm training you to keep your focus on my presence in the present. This is how to receive abundant life which flows freely from my throne of grace. Okay? You're doing it right now. You have your focus on my presence in this very present moment. So if you're doing that, that's how you receive abundant life, which flows freely from my little studio here, from where I'm doing this, from my throne of grace. What else do we have for him, Lord? No. We're talking about the people see this as entertainment, so I had notes on that. No, we had notes on that. Okay, back to this then, I guess. So when you're looking at this and you're seeing the world, I want you to learn to be joyful always by connecting your joy to me first and foremost. One way of doing this is to remember that I love you at all times and in all circumstances. That's the one you're going to have to wrap your head around. All your circumstances at all the time, I want you to learn to be joyful. What? Yeah, I know. But one way of doing this is to remember that I love you at all times and all circumstances. Even if the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, my unfailing love for you will not be shaken. So don't give up. And don't give in to the temptation to doubt my love. Okay? Don't give in to the temptation. Come back here, you plink into me, to doubt my love. Because when things don't go as you would like, or when things have failed in some way, it kind of makes you doubt. Does God really love me? Well, when you see it as a test, then you really see that I do love you. It's just a test, trying to make you strong. So I want you to learn to be joyful by connecting your joy to me. Okay? And even in tough circumstances, try to laugh and go, dang, Lord, you're really putting me through it now. I can tell, and laugh and thank him. And then the next thing you know, it's over. It's been released. You've learned from it, and you move on to the next one. Though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, my unfailing love for you will not be shaken. So don't give up and don't give in to the temptation to doubt my love. My loving presence is the solid rock on which you can always stand. Do you hear me? I want you to know that my loving presence is a solid rock. It's the foundation on which you can stand, knowing that in me you are eternally secure. Knowing now. You're no longer faith. You guys have been what you would call oh, help me, Lord. Raptured. My loving presence is the solid rock on which you can always stand, knowing that in me you are eternally secure. So when you see that and you know you're eternally secure, you're the raptured because you're caught up with me in the clouds. You are in the air, in the cyberspace with me right now. Okay, and if you see that, then my loving presence is that solid rock. It is that foundation, and that knowing that in me, you are eternally secure. I am the Lord who has compassion on you. Again, that word, compassion. Okay. Before we get into that, I want you to learn to be joyful always by connecting your joy to me. One way of doing this is to remember that I love you at all times and in all circumstances. So don't give in to the temptation to doubt my love. My loving presence is the solid rock and foundation on which you can stand. Knowing, now that you've been raptured, you now know that in me you are eternally secure. Breathe a sigh of relief right there. Knowing that in me you are eternally secure. There's your sigh of relief right there. That should help ease your anxiety. Because I am the Lord who has compassion on you. Another way of increasing your joy is to give thanks in all circumstances. Ask my spirit to help you view your life through the lens of gratitude. When you do that, when you ask the spirit to view your life through the lens of gratitude, it's like this filter. You now have a filter to see life in a new way. You talk to people through that filter. You treat people through that filter. It's that spirit. We ask that Holy Spirit to help you view your life through the lens of my gratitude, or through the lens of gratitude. So when you're thankful for stuff, you're seeing stuff differently. All of a sudden, the openings of all the destruction don't worry you so much. Those are actually should bring you joy, because they're all signs of your victory. Every raging river is a sign of your victory. It shouldn't worry you at all. Okay. So another way of increasing your joy is to give thanks in all circumstances. Ask the Spirit to view your life through the lens of gratitude. Search for blessings scattered along the pathway, because they're just every little thing in life becomes a blessing now. When you start to see through that filter and live through that filter, you will see that every little single thing in your life is a blessing. And when you do start to view things that way, you start to search for the blessings that are scattered along your pathway, even during the hard times. That's when some of the blessings are the best, or the hardest ones. And then when you thank me for each one, that is your spiritual achievement. That's your spiritual victory right there. When you remained joyful in all circumstances, and you thanked me through the hard times, that is a spiritual victory. It's a spiritual achievement. Okay? And you just want to keep stacking them up. And I encourage you to look steadily through your lens of gratefulness now by thinking about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Okay, here. Thinking about things that are excellent. What exactly are thinking about things that are excellent? Well, first of all, let's talk about some things that aren't excellent, like the violence on TV, all the media, mainstream media, all the things that are just negative that you put in your brain. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. You're thinking about things that aren't excellent. But when you come to this show, you step aside from that world, from the fake world, fake news, and you come over to reality. And you get to take a breath and you relax. And when you're here with me and we're doing this, you are thinking about things that are excellent. You are thinking about things that are worthy of praise. So over here at this channel, we're giving your brain a break. And that's one of those little blessings that's scattered along your pathway, isn't it? The show is one of those little blessings that I was just talking about that's scattered along your pathway. And what do? That's right, you thank me. The phone says thank you. That was funny. All right. I had some other good stuff here for you too. Okay, yeah, here. So, now that you've taken a deep breath and you're nice and relaxed and you're searching for these little blessings that are scattered along your way, even during the hard times, especially those ones. And when you thank me for the hard ones, ooh, man, that's a big old spiritual achievement. I encourage you to look for those too. And in the meantime, think about things that are excellent. Garbage in, garbage out. If you just have violence, 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 and nothing but just narcissism and egotism and all that stuff bombarding you, and you choose to watch those shows all day, that's what's going to be part of your character. So we don't want your character to be that way. We want you better. So you need to think about things that are positive, that are good, that are excellent, or things that are worthy of praise, And when you do that, you realize that I am the Lord of peace, the only source of genuine peace. See, I give you this gift not as something separate from myself, but as part of who I am. As part of who I am. I am the Lord of peace. And I give you this gift. You cannot just grab this blessing on the run. You need to set aside time for focusing on me and enjoying my presence. You live in the midst of intense spiritual warfare, and my peace is an essential part of your armor. To stay on your feet during battles, you must wear sturdy combat boots, which for you is the gospel of peace. So your combat boots are gospel of peace. You're a warrior of peace. Okay. This good news assures you that I love you and that I am for you. Uh-oh. No. It assures you that I love you and I am for you. You have assurance now. That's why it's important that you spend time with me, so you get that assurance. Because I am the Lord of peace, the only source of genuine peace. Many of my followers, these people that still view this as entertainment, forfeit peace because they think I am always scrutinizing them through critical eyes. On the contrary, I gaze at you through eyes of perfect love. So instead of punishing yourself when you failed, remember that my death on the cross covers all of your sins. I repeat, all of your sins. I love you with unfailing love because you're mine. Rejoice in that. I mean, it just should be, you guys should just be cheering, going, yeah, victory, baby, woohoo, I did it. I'm raptured. I'm caught up in the clouds with him. I met him in the air, in cyberspace, on YouTube. You are mine. If you are here, you are mine. You didn't just make it here accidentally. When you grasp that I love you with unfailing love and that you're mine, it is yours to enjoy at all times and in every way. Okay? Rejoice. Hard to rejoice in tough times like this, these days when everybody's so stressed. I wanted to close. I guess I'd close with this. So this time together that we do here at the end of the show, it's important. It's important to be still in my presence and wait patiently for me to act. Spending quality time with me is good for you. And I rejoice when you push back the many things that are clamoring for your attention and focus wholeheartedly on me. I know how hard it is for you to sit quietly with me, and I don't expect perfection from you. It's progress, not perfection. Okay? It's that yearning for perfection, that drive, that the hunger to reach perfection. That's what I'm looking for, is that progress. I know it's hard to sit quietly with me, and I don't expect perfection. It's progress rather than perfection. If you're progressing, you're on the right path. You're kicking ass if you're progressing in your faith. Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of people think that I'm harshly, picking on them or scrutinizing them, when actually I treasure your persistence in seeking my face. My loving approval shines on you as you seek me with all your heart. So, this intimate connection between us helps you wait trustingly for me to act. Now, it's not religion, it's a relationship with Jesus, right? This intimate connection between us, this relationship we have. Do we not have a relationship? Yes, we do, don't we? Oh, that should really make you feel secure now that you realize that we have a relationship, a real one. You know me. I've kind of spilled my guts to you. You guys, I know you as well. So we do really have an intimate connection between us. And this intimate connection between us helps you wait trustingly for me to act. So don't worry about evil people who prosper or fret about their wicked schemes. Trust that I am still in control and that justice, I repeat, that justice, real justice, will ultimately prevail. I will judge the world in righteousness and the peoples in my truth. Meanwhile, look for ways to advance my kingdom in this world. That's called sharing this on YouTube, sharing it with your friends and family, giving them hope. That blesses you when you do that. You understand that, right? Not only sharing this would bless the person that receives it, but it blesses you for sharing it. And you can totally see how that's possible, right? If you can't, go back and do some more homework. So I see what's going on. I'm orchestrating this closely. So don't worry about the evil people who prosper or fret about their wicked schemes. I'm giving them rope. Trust. Okay, let them hang themselves. Trust. I know what I'm doing. I'm still in control. I'm giving them more rope to hang themselves because justice, real justice, will ultimately prevail, and I will judge the world in righteousness. So keep your eyes on me as you go through each day, and be willing to follow wherever I lead. Do not be overcome or discouraged by evil, but overcome evil with good. There you go. Overcome evil with good. Oh, I sure love you guys. You feel better now? I feel compassion. You know that I love you. And all this is for a reason. Make reassure you that you have eternal security now. Now that you have been caught up with me in the clouds, you see me in the clouds and you're caught up in that. You're taking your own videos now and capturing stuff yourself. That means you're caught up. You are definitely caught up with me in the clouds. You're trying to get images of me in the clouds now yourself. And I met you in the air, this way in the clouds, as well as over the internet, which is the airwaves, the cyberspace. So that has come true. And those are the two stipulations of being raptured, what you would call being raptured. Rapture is not in the Bible. It's a sensation inside your heart, inside yourself, knowing that you're secure now. You know, you can feel it at home right now. You don't have to. We will be getting home too, but already, you're already with the Lord. Already. So breathe easy. I'm in control now. It's all going down the way it was written. And don't be overcome or discouraged by evil, but overcome evil with good. Don't worry about the evil people who prosper and fret about their wicked schemes. I will judge the world in righteousness. Our intimate connection helps you wait trustingly for me to act. Our relationship now. We have a relationship, don't we? And it wasn't found in church. It was found here. You're here for a reason. Even on replay. Even to the people that are new here. Even to the people who haven't even been here yet that will soon be coming to this channel in the near future. It includes them as well. Yeah, I don't expect perfection from you. It's progress. It's that hungry heart. All right. Much like this country has been number one for a while, we've gotten complacent and lax. Where now we have a competitor country, China, who's hungry, who's coming up charging hard in second place, about to overtake us in turn 4, and we haven't reached the finish line. They're going to pass us in turn 4, and they're going to end up winning and beating us to the finish line. When you see that, that's kind of what I'm talking about. But don't worry about the evil people who prosper. Don't be overcome or discouraged by evil. I don't expect perfection. I want you to be hungry, reaching for perfection. When you reach for perfection, you reach for this. When you connect with that, you and me working together is perfection. When we work together is perfection. When you try to do it by yourself, good luck there. But when we work together, that's what makes perfection. Yeah, I'm perfecting you, aren't I? Yeah, you guys are getting good at this. You guys are getting really good at this. And remember, I love you. Be still in my presence. Wait patiently. We're learning patience, building character. Okay? I think that's it for tonight. I sure love you guys. I miss you all. Brian knows my other channel. Yeah. I'll go by and swing by and give you a little visit. I'll just say goodnight to Sean and Tanjay. Thank you for being here. Leslie, of course, darling, Watchwoman. I'm so happy for you. Are you happy to see your stuff on the screen here? Let's give it to you one more time right there. There's Watchwoman's work right there. Well done, well done. I see image and Leslie. Oh, good. Oh, good. You ladies were having a nice chat. All right, perfect. Yeah, don't tread on me. Yeah. Okay, I will. Oh, it's Tread Travels. Oh, yeah. That's right. All right. I love you guys. Y'all have a good night. I miss you all. I love you all. And until my next show, I will be back. Who says I will be back? Who says I will be back? Besides the Terminator. That's right. I will be back. I'm already back. And I'm still to come. You guys have victory to look forward to. That's it. Love you all. Bye.